instantly bans Poseidon. LVG does take away their own Ares, and maybe they just know that since M5 has the first pick, they don't want Ares to be given up.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good ban coming up in LVG. Poseidon, I didn't think LVG ran. I think they did run it actually in their first game versus Shaolin yesterday, but they lost. So maybe it's just maybe they know a little more than we do. But
I'd like to try and see LVG pick up Lunaria, as they do have a 100% win rate this tournament with Lunaria. So
yeah, and we did see a lot of Lotus pickups towards the back end of this tournament. We didn't see any during the beginning, but towards the back end, we saw a couple teams starting to use that Lotus and her ult. I think LVG did use it in the game one versus Shaolin, but they kind of got stomped, so she wasn't very effective in like any fight because they were just so far behind. Here, Guan Yu and Cleopatra both getting banned as well. I like those bans. Guan Yu, a really good jumping in hero, can get a couple of snares down, and
yeah,
Cleopatra as well.
and LVG they've been playing Guan Yu almost every game, and I think M5 might have done their homework banning it out. So we do see a Freya ban coming out from LVG
Yeah, I mean she's
since
been.
M5 has first pick.
Ooh, Murdoch instantly locked, and I think they were picking Murdoch a lot yesterday. They were like usually in their top two picks, they would go Murdoch and are they gonna pick? They first picked Flavia. Maybe they learned something from Shaolin yesterday. Flavia was playing Shaolin all tournament. I think they played it in almost every single game of the tournament.
Yeah, Flavia's super strong. She does so much damage late game with her all of her AoE burst, but she is very squishy. So you
Yeah,
need to have really good positioning when you're playing her.
she does have very good follow up though. So if you do have a stun, she does have that AoE follow up stun.
So M5 they pick up Burninator and they also have a Murdoch. So they have two really tanky characters right now.
If yeah, they
Uh,
have a lot of peel with Aiden as well. They have the Burninator going in with stuns, Murdoch going in with stuns, and Aiden with with the shackle shot being able to snare from a distance, right? So they have a lot of peel right now, and I'm really liking this Lunaria picking up. We were just talking about them having a lot of peel, and because of all this peel, Lunaria can just output so much damage with her ultimate, with that solar beam.
I'm surprised Mikio made it through this pick and ban stage this far. I think LVG just realized that Mikio was open and they just instantly snagged him.
Yeah, he was getting first banned a lot yesterday, actually. So it's nice to see him and Lu Bu
Yeah, he's
also getting
super
picked up.
strong. In team fights, he can just dash right in. He can dunk people and just like use his ultimate where he's
He's bounced.
invulnerable in the sky and he's just bouncing to everybody.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What should Okay. Um, so let's get straight into it. And I feel like Mikyo is a very similar hero as Sun Wukong, where he's kind of like an assassin, where he can jump into these backlines and just kind of cause chaos for the other team. So they're very similar picks here, and they're both very good at split pushing as well. Sun Wukong may be a little better because of that ultimate, but I do like the Mikio pickup, and I do feel like since he was available and wasn't banned at all, which is very surprising because he was banned in most of the games or picked. So it's nice to see LVG pick it up. What team? What team are you? What team? What draft are you liking a little better today?
I think M5's lineup is
Welcome
really, really
to
solid.
Heroes Evolved.
They
Troops
have
deploy in
they have a
5
lot of engage
seconds.
and a lot of peel for their entire team with Lunaria,
Troops have
Burninator,
deployed.
Murdoch. I think Aiden's just going to be doing so much damage in the backline, but we're gonna see if Mikio can get to him and make it so that Aiden can't output that much damage in team
Yeah,
fights.
they're just this is a good D word there from M5. Looks like they're just taking the buff. Sun Wukong looks like he's a little late to lane, so he has to use his early TP. That could be an issue. Two wards going down from LVG, so they don't get early ganked here in the bottom lane as well. And it seems pretty standard. Liver actually at the top lane, Mikio does get a gold buff. This is really good for him to get the most out of the jungle here. Sun Wukong with an attack, so he's able to boost his jungle a little quicker. So both really good buffs. I feel like attack and gold are probably the best buffs in the early game, just that you're able to clear things so quickly. Ooh, and they go in on bottom lane. Murdoch does land a stun. Wukong jumping in. Knob falling really low. Murdoch needs to drop, or needs to fall back rather. He's getting gone on by 2. Does land a
Ooh, nice
2-man
stun
stun.
though.
Yep, Wukong turning it around now. This is a great fight down here in LVG. Dubu does jump in though, gets the kill, and it's a return kill from Sun Wukong. Flavia trying to rotate. Can she get the kill? Burnator jumping in. Milka about to drop on Dubu. Flavia is gonna probably drop here. Good stun there from Burnator. Good turnaround stun there from Flavia. I thought that was a pretty easy kill for Lunaria and Burnator, but the 2-man stun from Flavia was just too much. So it's nice to see a little bit of action in this early game for once.
Yeah, nice rotations coming out for both teams. Oh, but Lupo's not done. He's going back in.
Yeah,
He's gonna find the stun there, but Burnator, he's gonna turn. He's gonna stun. Lupo in a lot of trouble. He is gonna fall back. Burnator, he is getting chased down. Pyrus can't find the kill though.
A lot of action down here in this bottom lane, and we said they looked at this rotation through the wards they have in the jungle right here in the bottom lane, and they're gonna try to go and put pressure on this camp. Good job going in here and stealing the buff, and I think M5 did the same thing top. So it's a good trade-off by LVG. They understood that they're getting traded top with their buff being stolen, so they had to go in and take advantage of their buff as well. A lot of early game action. Usually we don't see too much team fights or too much anything before Dragon. Usually it's pretty standard, but both of these teams getting straight into it. They clearly want this 3rd place prize. They want their pride. Their pride is on the line, and they want to show who is the better team right now in Europe.
Yeah, good rotations coming out from both teams. They instantly TP'd when their teammates were in trouble, which led to a pretty awesome team fight there.
Yeah,
but Dragon is spawning now.
Yeah, they are taking it for free though. I don't know if LVG doesn't know that this is going on. Good stun onto Mikio. Mikio does try to steal it. Sun Wukong ends up getting the Dragon. They're going in on Zumba. Zumba does drop. Mikio getting solo. Good ult from Lunaria. Does hit on the Mikio, and they're going on to Knob. Murdoch dropping solo. Good return kill there from Apollo. Can he get a second kill? No, they are jumping back in. Burnator dropping solo. Apollo hopping back off.
Oh, but Lubu from the back.
Oh, it's his illusion. Apollo going back in. Lubu trying to get back in there, trying to go on Lunaria, but is not able to do so. It felt like LVG just did not know Dragon was going on, and they might go on this Burnator who could get caught out here. No, he's just able to just run away. I was gonna state this before that team fight actually happened, but I really like the team fights that happen down bottom. You could tell that both of these teams can know like how much damage or what they're able to do. You could see a lot of kiting. They were stunning each other, running back in, then running back out. It was really well played fights down there in the bottom lane, similar to the fights that just occurred at the top.
Yeah, I think that M5 was probably just trying to force a lot of TPs in the bot lane so that they were able to secure that Dragon. They had all their TPs up and they made their way to the top side of the map like right away. Secured that easy Dragon.
Yeah, getting deep wards here. Murdoch could get caught out though. He's by himself. Flavia looking for something. I don't think she can see him. Dubu trying to go in. Good prison there from Kinda God. He was kind of a god yesterday. He did steal Dragon a couple of times in this tournament so far. Do you have a preference on if you think one side might be a little stronger than the other? I know we've regarded it before based off of Dragon, saying that maybe the internal side is a little better to take Dragon, and they're jumping in here on the middle lane actually. Pardon me there. Flavia does get jumped on by Sun Wukong. Good ultimate there. Good kill from M5.
Yeah, to answer your question real quick, I think that Dragon does favor the blue side a little bit. Hold that thought, there's gonna be engaged.
Mikio does use his ultimate there, gets knocked so low, and now Dubu going back onto Lunaria, and they couldn't have the fight. I don't even know what's going on right now. Sun Wukong jumps in, and Apollo blows up Sun Wukong on the return. Going on to Lunaria, who does drop. She does try to prison Lunaria, or sorry, Apollo, but it wasn't available. She actually just used it on herself, and it just ends up getting her killed.
That was a great team fight for LVG there.
I couldn't think
They
of
they just
Lunaria's name in that fight. I don't know why.
they just saw M5 group up around Zakar there, and Apollo, he just slid over like three of them. He did so much damage that fight. Just really well played by LVG right there.
Yeah, they put that a decently well. They still didn't really get anything out of the map though. They got a couple of kills, yes, but they're still not really getting any tower damage on either lanes. If you can see, all three of these towers for LVG are very low in the mid, or sorry, in the bottom and top lane, and mid's even a little more than half. So, in comparison to M5's towers.
But yeah, to answer your question about Dragon, I do think the blue side, it kind of favors Dragon a little bit because you can hit it over the wall. But at the same time, uh, the red side could actually just pull it away and secure it as well. So I think if like blue
Hit
side,
on Mikio here in the top lane. Murdoch trying to go with some Wukong, just uses ult and just blows up Mikio.
instantly
That's what
blows
he's
that shit
so
up.
good at. That's what Sun Wukong's very good at though, finding those picks. Even though maybe you're able to just not finish the kill, Sun Wukong can just fly in with that ultimate from across the world and just end your life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really insane hero. He is going to start split pushing top. He's going to secure that easy tower with his illusion.
Yeah.
But Lubu, it looks like he's going to initiate onto Lunaria, but a bit of vulnerability.
Vistara.
Oh, the Burninator, he does get stunned. He's going to hop over the wall.
Yeah, good play there from Vistara. And Wukong doing a great job split pushing the map again. Valhalla, the guy that disconnects yesterday, is trying to show that he is the best on Wukong right now.
Avi actually getting shut down in the mid lane. Oh, they are going to start Zakar here on 5.
Well done. Easy Zakar there from M5. Now they're
I'd
gonna
like to
push
see
down this
M5
middle lane.
push down mid.
Yeah, I
Use that
think
buff to their advantage.
their best play here is to just start taking all of these outer tier 2 towers, just to get all this gold and start like gaining this lead. They have the Zakar buff. I think LVG knows they can't fight, and if they do fight, it could be game losing. So they really have to be careful here. I'm surprised if they don't dive on this 5 here right now. They could use some Wukong